Satchidanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandatitam Trigunarahitam Tasya Masyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshihutam Bhavatitam Gagana Sadrasham Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamoolam Guru Murti Pujamoolam Guru Padam Mantramoolam Guru Vakyam Mokshamoolam Guru Prapaha. Sadguru Bhagwan ki jai, Swami Ji Maharaj ki jai, Shivoham. Today we are taking the 9th stanza of Srimad Bhagavad Geeta by the grace of Universal Master Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma. And in this stanza, the Sadguru is telling about the devil-like nature person's bad behaviors. Etam drashtim vastabhyah nastatmano alpabuddhayah prabhavantiyuk krakarmanah Chayayah jagato hita etam drashtim avastabhya nastatmanah alpabuddhayah prabhavanti ugra karmanah chayayah jagatah ahitah. Etam, this drashtim, false knowledge, avastabhya, accept inside, nashtatmanah, they destroy the real knowledge of Atma Jnana. Alpa buddhya, foolish persons, foolish intellect. Ahita, harmful for all. Ugra karmani, doer of cruel karmas, activities. Jagata, it means the world. Chayaya, it means destroy, destruction for. Prabhavanti, it means capable for only destruction. My dear Arjun, the person whose fullest intellect and they destroy the real existential knowledge, Atma Jnana, because they are support and believe on false knowledge. They doer of cruel activities, persons, the doer of cruel karmas, this type of person by have this ability to destroy the norms in the person of the world. My dear friend, that's why the worldly meaning of stranger. The Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma, Lord Krishna, as I told in the beginning, He is only and only the consciousness and awareness and the lives and the existence and the restoration of these all millions uncountable galaxies which has containing the billions of billions uncountable universes. The Krishna is telling in this stanza to Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, that type of person, they have no vision of the real knowledge of enlightenment. They have no vision of Atma Jnana. They have no path of Atma Jnana. They have no any awareness inside. They have nothing knowledge of the ultimate truth. So you all knows, when the dark is presence, the one condition is there is no light. There is no light. The absence of the light is called dark. So the absence of the knowledge of liberation, the real existence, real Atma Jnana, that absence comes this type, as Krishna is telling here, drashtim avalam avastabhya, because their vision is wrong. Their vision only comes by the Maya. Their vision only comes by the blindness of Maya's illusion. Their visions comes only by the sensory organs hungers. So, they are only taking the shelter and base of that type of false knowledge. That false knowledge can be any type or any their projection of particular thinking. So the Krishna is telling in this stanza a very, very deep message to all the seekers of the world, because there is a most carefulness to save yourself from this type of persons. They are creating obstructions and misunderstandings and the projection of the wrong aptitude with the wrong arguments and with the wrong type of representation of their visions. So they completely make a seeker misguide and turn the path of the seeker towards the dark from the light. They create many doubts in the mind of the seeker, so seeker cannot stay with the enlightened master because they stimulate the mind and make a storm of the thoughts in the mind against the enlightenment. That is the meaning of this word. So what is happening in the way? The person destroys the possibility of the enlightenment or the liberation or the Atma Jnana or the Brahma Jnana in the seekers and themselves also. So this type of the person is highly populated in the world, in every country. And the person who want to seek the inside God, they are very few. So the first thing is that this is the nature of the mind. Mind goes to the mob. Mind goes to the many person follow that mind want to choose. Nobody is like a abnormal courage and abnormal krantikari. It means the kranti. And that abnormal strength of the seeker is helped to stay with the Sadguru. But otherwise it is not possible. In the popularity and maximum person, they are opposing the path of enlightenment. They are supporting the false spiritual practices. They are supporting the false divine practices. So what is the result? Result is that nashtatmanah, the destruction of real knowledge of Atma Jnana. As you know, the soul is undestroyable, the soul is uncuttable, the soul is cannot be burned, cannot be torn. But one thing is possible there. The curiosity to knowing yourself, that can be torn, that can be destroyed, that can be eradicate in your mind. So the seekerness, the seeking is completely stopped by this type of persons because they are the devil-like person. Unfortunately, we educated our children about the false God. We never inspire our children to knowing the real God living inside. So our symbols of the God, they are stop the journey of our children or our seekers. We must to tell them, please search, God is living inside of you. That is immortal, that is shapeless, that is non-doer, that is only witness, that is knower, that is Sat, Chit and Ananda. That is the true, that is the pure consciousness, and this is the pure pleasure and pure love. But in the opposite, we never tell our children like this. We take our children to the symbols of the religions, and their journey stops there, and they become the orthodox and the close-minded person, and they become the rigid person, and they become the soldier of the dark, not the seeker of the light. My dear friends, this type of the spiritual lack of knowing that create the big number of foolish intellect persons. They are teach as a foolishness by their elders, and they make their mind set about this type of the foolish and false principles and norms about the spirituality. That is the fake spirituality. They have their mind, so they called the foolish intellect person. The foolish intellect person only governs by their general innate tendencies, wishes and hungers of the sensory organs satisfaction and the physically pleasure and the mentally crowded thoughts and the many type of the feeling on the level of mental status, like the worry, tensions and others. They enjoy it. They think that this is the real religion, but that is not real religion or real spirituality. That is only the foolish impression. Then a person who is completely rigid in a particular way, how can you expect from them impartial, merciful and balanced life? They are completely rigid. They are completely not impartial. They are violent. They are cruel. They are pushing humanity in a particular blind canal of their principles. So they are the destroyer of the real spiritual norms in the world. So the Krishna is telling they are destructor and the destroyer because they are cruel karmas person. Their activity is the cruel without any mercy, without any love, without any affection, without any care. They are themselves sadist and they give the sorrow and the pain to others. They are naturally follow this path of the cruelty because there is no way in their mind. They have the fixed format person. They have no liberation, no liberty, no freedom. Their doors of the mind is closed and they make in a special size of their mind. They are cast. You know the cast iron. You know the cast idols. You know the cast apparatus. They are casted in a furnace and the frames of different type of the false principles and norms. My dear friend, the Krishna is averring you about the false knowledge, because this false knowledge give the shelter of the mind and intellect and ego, and that mind, intellect and ego flows towards the darkness, and completely they go against the existence and the real presence of the God. So that distraction of the divine intellect, that cannot be cured by any means, because they don't want to respect the real masters. They respect the false masters and the false activity giver persons, or the propagandas of different types, dark illusions in the name of the divine spirituality. So they are even destroying their self. They are enemy of themselves, but they are also making a big harm to the all real seekers of the world. Unfortunately, I want to say, the many masters, they are not enlightened. They do not know the ultimate truth. They have no experience of the extreme truth, Satchit Ananda, or they have no Atma Jnana. But they are good orator, they are good book reader, they are good storyteller, they are good debater, they are good giving the impression by the music, songs, and the effectiveness of their personality to affect on the other person, and in the name of different principles of spirituality, but they are completely blind. So this type of the masters, they caught the seekers like we caught the rats in the prison, and the prison of their masterism and the disciplism, that destroy the chance of the liberation of a seeker. They are the killing the seekers. So Krishna is telling here that is the big destruction, because you find this human body after 84 millionth birth, and by the effect and the affection of a particular false master, you are destroying your chance of the liberation. My dear friend, they all false masters and their followers, they become the enemy of the real master, because the real master cannot support their false knowledge and false principles. They are become the enemy of the real master, because the real master shines separately all of them, and they jealous with the real master. So they make the propaganda against the real master and kill them, or puzzle them, or push them in a cave of deformity. So these are not The person can help the society. These are the person, they are destroyer of the society, and they are taking persons away from Atma Jnana, away from the existence, away from the consciousness of awareness, away from the Satchit Ananda. They are the big hurdle. They are the anesthesia. They are the making coma inside of the mind of the seekers. So they destroy the life of the seekers. They make them non-knower. Non-believer is not bad thing, but non-knower is a bad thing. They make them against the spirituality. They make them enemy of the seekers. They destroy the seekers in the name of their religions. They cut them, they cut their thoughts. They give them highest punishment. As you see in the history of India, you see that the enlightened persons, they are killed by this type of the persons. Only I want to say the example of the Sikh gurus and the two prince of Sikh gurus. They are putting in the ball because they are the real master's son. What is happening for all the enlightened person in this world? You can see the Mira is called prostitute by these persons. The sacred Sukrat is given the poison. Maharshi Dayanand given the mercury. And Swami Shraddhanand is killed by the gun shot. So Mansur and Shams Tabrez also killed because they are Brahmagyani. So this is the natural practice of this world. The persons torture to the Brahmagyani but never accept them. The Brahmagyani died after they died of Brahmagyani. They worship the idols of the Brahmagyani. So this world is the worshipper of the dead persons. Kabir says, Sadho ye murdon ka gaon. My dear friends, this is the blaze of the dead bodies. This is the verdict of the Kabir. So this type of the enlightened masters, they are become immortal, but the cruel persons, as describing by the Krishna, they are the enemy of the humanity. They just like the Kauravas, and that cruelty is in not outer side. That cruelty you can see inside. So the eradication of this cruelty, eradication of this blindness, eradication of this false knowledge, and wash up a clean and calm and peaceful mind of a person, there is only way you can win the internal Mahabharata battle, and you can transform it into Satchidananda. But there is only one method, that is the Sakshi meditation of liberation. That is the Sakshi meditation of awareness. That is the Sakshi meditation of peace. That is the Sakshi meditation of come out from all foolishness. That is the Sakshi meditation to knowing the truth, to knowing the consciousness, to getting the highest pleasure of the liberation. I want to say, my dear friend, I am teaching this Sakshi meditation all over the world. If you do this meditation only 3 months, everyone can get peace. Everyone can be tensionless. And everyone can save himself from tension-created diseases like heart attack, blood pressure, angina, diabetes, and many more mental diseases also, like depression, disorder of mind, phobias and manias, and the strong will of the suicide that will be eradicated completely. The man will become peaceful. The man will become the balance in the mind and strong in the body. And this is the vaccination of the tension-created diseases and the vaccination of the mind diseases, mental diseases. And this is the door of the peace and happiness, that is Sakshi meditation. My dear friend, we want to make this world peaceful, pleasant and tensionless. So my dear friend, we take a mission. The name of mission is World Peace by Meditation. For completion this mission, for spreading this mission, for giving the benefit of the Sakshi meditation all over the world, I am inviting you to join my mission under the banner of Satchidananda Adhyatma Seva Trust. I am inviting all of you, please help me and help mankind to make peaceful, tensionless, worriedless and loving world. This world, when the maximum person will be meditate and will be aware, the aware person cannot fight to another person. The aware person is the loving person, the real loving person. So we want to spread all over the world the real spiritual love. We are one light and one love. The Geeta is not a religious book. Geeta is the book all over the world's humanity. The spirituality is the different thing from the religions. Religions tell to person realize the principle of particular religion, but the spirituality tells do not realize but know the real God which is existing inside of you. So I want help all of you to spread this supreme knowledge of peace and prosperity, internal prosperity, and we want to eradicate the wars, crime and all type of fighting and unpleasantness from this world. This mission will be successful by only your help. So there is 2 requested. 1, please share my channel and listen my videos. Second thing, join my mission and do the meditation of the Sakshi and see the result yourself. It is not only the gossip, but it is the real beneficial meditation. Thank you very much. Love you very much. Thank you very much.